Really intolerable, Democrats fired back, is how the White House hides the cost of its main perk, transportation. By the Democrats' count, the president was up and down these steps on 108 days in 1990, yet listed travel costs of only $29,000.
What we see here is an expenditure of more than likely in excess of $130 million of taxpayers' money that goes undisclosed to the American people.
Well, so's your old man, responded the lead Republican.
The chairman of the subcommittee took five staff members to Germany to check out the closure of some bases and how it would affect military personnel.
Whoever's at fault, election year sideshows like that have not stemmed the bad publicity here. Word has now leaked out that when government auditors dropped in unannounced late last week at the scandal-plagued House Bank, they found it was still a mess. Numerous errors in billing records, $75,000 in money orders stacked in an unlocked vault, and money shortages at the stamp counter. Bob Schieffer, CBS News at the Capitol.
Stay here with us now for more news, including the story behind the videotape of another California police beating.
A small touch, a certain look. It's the little things that are worth the most. Which is why every Delta faucet gives you more than you'd ever expect for the money. Giving you the money for those things you can't even put a value on. Delta, the way water is brought to life.
In medical tests, people fell asleep faster and slept better with Unisom than without. Unisom for faster, better sleep.
Nighttime, one of the worst times for pain. That's why you need new ultra-strength Bengay with added power. It's the strongest Bengay ever. Fast relief for muscle aches and minor arthritis pain. With new ultra-strength Bengay, you can say goodnight to your pain.
The real problem with heartburn isn't putting it out. It's keeping it out. Introducing the new Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. It doesn't just stop the burning. It actually helps keep it from coming back. New Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. It could start in your office, in your home, over lunch. But now, wherever heartburn starts, this is where it ends. Introducing new Maalox Heartburn Relief Formula. No ordinary antacid works like this one to put out heartburn.
I'm Harry Smith.
And I'm Paula Zahn. Do you lose a tax break if you pay off your mortgage early?
Find out what you need to know tomorrow on CBS This Morning. It's breakfast for your head.
The National Basketball Association says it will take no action against Michael Jordan for his gambling activities. The league said today an investigation has turned up no evidence that the Chicago Bulls star ever bet on NBA games. Jordan reportedly has written checks to cover big losses in poker and golf games with gamblers. The NBA says Jordan has promised to be, and I quote now, more careful about his associations. Mike Tyson will stay behind bars while his lawyers appeal his rape conviction. An Indiana appeals court today turned down the boxer's request to be released on bail. Meanwhile, Tyson's lawyers confirmed that he is refusing prison meals, but they say it's not a hunger strike, just a crash diet. Another home videotape has surfaced in California with a now familiar scene, a police officer beating a suspect. Correspondent John Blackstone has the pictures and the story.
I'm doing my job, now back off. I don't want to hurt anybody.
When the sheriff's deputy started yelling at George Nichols in Santa Cruz County, California last summer, Nichols' wife turned on her home video camera. The deputy had the wrong man. He was looking for a suspected child molester. Nichols says he asked over and over, "What's this all about?" The sheriff's department describes his behavior as belligerent. The deputy, Todd Liberty, has the full support of the sheriff's department.
The sheriff's office believes that Deputy Liberty used the appropriate level of force with proper application in this situation.
Get down on your face! Down on your face!
Nichols was a tourist on vacation with his family. He was charged with felony assault and with resisting an officer, but the charges were later dropped.
He'd already put his hands on his revolver
2 or 3 times, I knew that if there was any type of resistance, he was going to pull his gun out and shoot. There was no doubt in my mind about that.
Nichols intends to sue. He believes the home video will make his case for $15 million in damages.
Right there? Sure. Okay?
John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.
Coming up next, Eye on America. Tonight, how our children are spending their teen years.
It's here, Domino's new, better-tasting pizza. More melted cheese, big, better topping, tender, tastier crust. More melted cheese, big, better topping,
Tender, tastier crust.
From this day on, every Domino's pizza is going to be better than ever. Nobody knows like Domino's how you like more melted cheese, big, better topping, tender, tastier crust. Try a medium with unlimited toppings, now just $9.99. Another $4 more.
Some days my minor arthritis acts up, and I really feel the pain. I used to take aspirin. Now I've switched to Advil. Advil relieves the pain in my stiff joints. In fact, 1 Advil is as effective as 2 regular aspirin. And Advil is gentler to my stomach. Maybe that's why doctors recommend Advil for minor arthritis pain, more than any other brand. For my pain, I simply prefer Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
The Isuzu Trooper
Right on time.
has been thoughtfully redesigned to include a new suspension system,
Honey, pothole.
I see it.
giving it an incredibly smooth, quiet ride on the road as well as off. Of course, these days, what's the difference?
Her name is Sarah, and she's lucky, because today she'll encounter egrets doing dances and alligators in the wild. She'll see how other moms take care of their kids. And she'll be doing this, recycling, through a program of the National Park Service and its recycling partner, Dow.
We can make a difference in what tomorrow brings.
Together with the National Park Service and folks like Sarah.
Dow lets you do great things.
Forget for a moment all you've been hearing about consumers who won't spend money. We found millions who are spending it as fast as they get it. No, they're not foreigners. They're our children. Frank Courier reports Eye on American Teens, from boppers to shoppers.
Stepping fast to the beat of a new generation, American teens are hooked on more than dancing. They're spending.
If I see something I like, I'll buy it.
Great shoes. Jeans, clothes, capes. You want everything.
Everything they can afford. 14-year-old Soren Spies buys a $150 portable compact disc player with cash. 17-year-old Jessica Rocha borrows her dad's Visa card to buy new spring clothes.
Want to charge that? Yes, please.
Will that be all?
With many working part-time jobs, they spend an average $50 a week. Children of the baby boomers, whose ranks this year are growing for the first time in 2 decades.
I have a job, and I have like $100 a week, and it's gone the first day.
I buy what I want. I don't listen to what other people say.
People our age are really insecure about, what they wear, what they do, everything, what they're going to buy, and, they're out to get us.
Just have fun, okay?
They are the advertisers taking fresh aim at teen consumers. From the face of big city billboards to a flood of new boy-girl magazines, even classrooms where Channel 1 serves up TV news and commercials to a captive audience.
I stick it on, and I won't get stuck with pimples.
Pimples?
Excuse me?
Who wants Trident?
To me, gotta have it is a way of life.
Everybody's got to have it.
Do you feel like you have to have it after you see that?
They want to be talked to. They want products and advertising that is uniquely for them. They want to be separated both from mom and dad as well as from younger brothers and sisters.
Choose change. British Light.
Okay, write down 3 things that you think work in advertising.
In research focus groups, Peter Zolo tracks the trends among America's 27 million teenagers.
Don't try to trick people. Just be very blunt.
Every week, new commercials are tested on their intended targets.
Did you like that?
It was so different than what you see, and I like that a lot.
I hate those beer commercials with the sexy blondes in the bikinis.
Yo! Still in an image-driven world of long legs and short attention spans, reality, sex, and humor experts say are magic to building brand loyalty with teens.
The realness is always going to have to be there. As soon as you get away from realness, they're hip to it. They know better than I do that 8 out of 10 commercials are awful.
More than ever, advertisers are targeting teenage trendsetters by tuning out the color, turning up reality, and what image makers call retail activism.
Imagination, I mean, where is it?
The world needs to be taken care of better. You have to fix the water, stop animal testing.
Lock it up, cameras rolling.
A sportswear maker, Esprit, turned its recent ad campaign into social commentary after asking teens through a mailer what they'd do if they could change the world. Thousands replied.
Help poor people, make recycling a national law.
Kids, they discovered, care as much about the world as they do the prom, and they said so in this series of company magazine ads.
The point was not, look, here's our clothing. The point was, look, we're listening. We want to hear what you have to say. Talk to us. We'll talk back to you.
16-year-old Rachel Hirsch was one who talked back.
It's finally been recognized what a great potential market we teenagers are. And in some ways, that's great. It's like, yay, someone's recognized us. And in other ways, it's terrible. It's like, oh, no, they found us, you know?
How much money you guys got?
A lot.
While critics charge that ads aimed at kids lead to impulse buying, teens say they're too smart for that. As this once invisible subculture invades America's malls, winning clout as the newest generation of big spenders.
I like those. I love those pants.
In Northbrook, Illinois, Frank Courier for Eye on America.
That's part of our world tonight. Dan Rather for the CBS Evening News. Good night.
Experience CBS News.
This little town has a massive drug problem, so they called in this veteran drug agent to fix it. You won't believe how he's fixing it. We'll tell you about it on the CBS Evening News tomorrow. This is CBS.
Here's the problem. You need to remodel your house, but you don't know if you'll ever get to do it. Because in between need and get is a gap called not enough money. Well, it's easy to bridge that gap between need and get. Just go to First Interstate Bank, because First Interstate offers home improvement loans, car loans, and secured lines of credit at some of our lowest rates in years. So to go from need to get, just go to First Interstate Bank, and we'll help you get what you need.
I've taken a lot of shots in my career. Most have hit the mark. 1 or 2 have missed. But the shots I never miss are the ones I take with my Panasonic camcorder. Once-in-a-lifetime shots are too important to trust to anything less than Panasonic. And even though the camera fits in my hand, I can play the tape in my VCR. So make sure you never miss the big shot. Make sure you choose Panasonic. See my friends at Smith's Home Furnishings.
It's in his head, his heart, in every muscle. The energy to go further. Texaco System 3 gasolines put this kind of energy to work for you on the road. System 3 reduces deposits and cleans your engine in all octane grades to help put the heart and muscle back into older cars and keep new cars running like him.
Get your sports from Ed Whalen, weeknights on Newsroom 6.